Hi and welcome to another video from TOGAtech. My name's Dave. In today's video we'll be taking a look at and unboxing the Oculus Quest 2. Well, here we are, we've got the Oculus Quest 2 from Facebook. Comes in a nice tidy little compact box with a little graphic of what's inside it. The Oculus logo, this is a 128GB one. There are various versions. Spin that around there and see some details of some of the games that are available for it. For this system you will need a Facebook account, obviously because it's designed by Facebook. You'll need to download the Oculus app to your mobile phone, and if you're going to use this with, like I am, with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 or DCS World, you're also going to need a link cable. But a lot of the games are downloadable apps to the system, so it's a completely self-contained system. So let's take a look at what's inside. If we can get the cover off. There we go. Let's have a look what's inside. The Oculus logo again. It's quite simple but very effective logo, and let's have a look. Da, 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 da. There we are. Look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So let's see what we've got in here. We've got the little box here, which is the power supply. So we've got a UK 3-pin plug adapter and a connection cable. Now these connectors are not USB, they're not USB-C, I'm not sure what they are. So this looks like this is a unique power connector to this system, so be very careful with that. Pop that aside, and then we've got the most important thing, the reference guide and the instruction manual and warranty, which we'll just chuck aside as normal and only come back to when something goes hideously wrong. Got a little adapter frame here. This is if you're using the VR headset and you wear spectacles, you need to have a little gap between your spectacles and the internal lenses. So this provides that gap, this little attachment here. What else do we have? I'm not sure what this is. It's rubber. This seems to be a rubber protection that goes over the foam on the headset here, in case you're a very sweaty person. Then what else we got? Hand controllers. Got two of these. They fit very nicely in your hand. There we go, you just go like through there, so the thumb goes through the loop. So you can use that thumbstick there. You've also got an X and Y button, a trigger around the front and a trigger to the side. So that fits quite nicely in your hand there. That's that one. And then similarly on this hand here we've got another thumb control, A and B button, front trigger and a side trigger. They fit very comfortable in your hands. And now the pièce de résistance, the headset itself. Look at that, it's beautiful, beautiful piece of work there. Now, with previous versions you had to have sensors around the room on tripods to sense your position in the room, but on this you don't. As you can see, there's little micro cameras and sensors here. 1, 2, there's 4 of them, and they sense your position within the room like that. Then you've got 2 built-in speakers, one here, one here, and they actually filter the sound up through this hollow. There's a hollow chamber in this little strap here, and it flows the sound up to, I don't know if you can see, there's a little opening there that will be right by your ear, and it gives very good quality sound. However, if you want to have improved sound, if you're using 5.1 or 7.1 Dolby and you want to use your headphones, there is an external jack socket here for use with external headphones. So you can plug your headphones into here. Here we have the power input for charging the headset. Over this side we've got the on-off switch. On the bottom here, I believe this is the volume control, plus and minus volume control. The head strap, fully adjustable head strap. And then inside you've got the optics. So you can see that there, that's the optics. Now these lenses are fully adjustable for focus, and you can also adjust the position outwards so you get a perfect view. Right, I believe that is it for the unboxing, and I'll give you a quick flash of all the gear together. So there's the headset, 2 controllers, bit of rubber, instruction manuals, power supply, spectacles, spacer, and that's your lot. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and set this up for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, and I'll give you a preview. See you soon. As you see, that's the unboxing of the Oculus Quest 2. Now what I'm going to do is set this thing up and give it a try on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'd like to give... Okay, right, we've been through the unboxing of our Oculus Quest 2 and the downloading of the Oculus app for your mobile. You need a Facebook account as well in order to register your Oculus Quest 2. Then the next stage here is setting up our Oculus Quest 2 with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. So you're going to need some additional software for this. What we're going to need first of all, if you go to the Oculus website, so let's just go to oculus.com, and you need the app for PC. Don't forget, you also need the Oculus Quest link cable, which you can either buy the Oculus version, which is about £80, which I think is very, very expensive, but there are some generic versions going as low as £20. I've got a generic one, and it goes, I think it was about £30–40, and it works perfectly well. So I don't know why Oculus are still expecting you to pay £80 for it. So we go on oculusquest.com or on oculus.com, click on this link here, and if we just scroll down, you'll see here, download Quest 2 PC app. Now I won't go into the download because I've already done it. So you just want to download this and install it onto your PC. And then the second thing you want to download is from Steam. So we go to Steam, and it's Steamvr is the other piece of software you're going to need. So if you just go to steampowered.com, and you can see here this is Steamvr. You need to download this and install this as well. Again, I've done that already, so I won't go through doing that. Once you've downloaded those two pieces of software, we can move on to setting up the Oculus Quest 2 for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. So on the next stage, what you want to do is get rid of that. We are going to start up the Oculus software. This is the home page where you can download all the apps to play on your Oculus. You've got the store, you've got the library. Here you can see some of the apps I've got. There's Flight Sim, Steamvr and Google Earth, chats, events, but most importantly devices. We click on devices, you can see I've already got my Quest 2 attached, and it is active and connected. You must make sure it's active and connected, otherwise you won't be able to go any further. I'm going to minimize that app, see if I can get you to see what is on my headset. Let's try and activate the headset and see if you can see what's going on there. Let's just switch on my headset. There we go. So now you can see what I'm seeing through my headset there. This is absolutely superb. You can see my apps there. That is so good. It's unbelievable. I'm going to spin around the room so you can have a look around the room. Oh, it's paused. There we go, we're back again. Okay, let's get Flight Sim up and running. So I'm going to go back in here. Now this is where I seem to have a problem, and if anybody knows the solution, I've lost my hand tracking now. I did have hand tracking before, and now I've lost it. If I get my controllers back in, I've got my controller online here. I'm going to select Flight Simulator. Launch that. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to look through the bottom of my visor so I can just see what's being recorded. So I can keep it in view for you to see. So Flight Simulator's just loading up now. So the hardest thing to show you is depth of field, because you're still looking at a 2D image. But the depth of field is incredible. It's so lifelike. It really is unbelievable. Next, while Flight Sim's loading up. They say the best thing to do is to set up Microsoft Flight Sim in the 2D, because it can be very distracting when it's loading through your headset. You get lots of flashing, and for those of you that are photosensitive, it's not very nice at all. In the Airbus A320 Neo, and we are currently at London Stansted. Doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic around. Very, very quiet. Yeah, but the cockpit detail is incredible. The depth of field you have is incredible. I can look out the window. Let's pull that cable a little bit. Yeah, I can look out there. I can look at the behind. I can look all around the cockpit. I can zoom into my controls. So we can look in more detail. We've got our throttle, our joystick. It's all moving. Check our throttle controls. Throttles are working. All looks pretty good. So let's fire up, take off, and see what you think. So first things to get started with, let's get some battery power on. See, with the hand tracking, this would be a lot better than having to use this controller. So it starts off working, and then for some reason it stops. Get some external power on. Right, let's get some lights on. So have lights on. Beacon, strobe. We're cleared to Luton, that's good. Fuel pumps on. And we'll get the APU started. That's all good. And as you can see, our displays have all come on there. There's our route plotted. There's our autopilot panel. It's all there. Everything is very detailed. It's lovely. You can look right behind, and we can see here all the fuse panels and the engineer's seat there, the upper or the rear upper overhead panel. Okay, we have APU started now, so we'll get the engines running. So we'll put the APU bleed on, and we turn our engine mode switch. We can hear the APU spooling up there. So sometimes it's hard to turn sometimes, this. I need to turn it the other way. That's it. Right. We've got it in start-up mode. Our APU's on. So we'll flip engine 2. And watch engine 2 spool up here. So just take a look around the cockpit, how detailed that is so good. And it's complete 3D. I know you can't appreciate that because you're still looking at it in 2D. But I can highly recommend these headsets. They're only going to get better. At the moment the graphics do shake a little, but that could be down to my CPU. So we've got a little bit of a shake, and it's a little bit of blurriness there because they opted to use Fresnel lenses in the headset because they're lighter than a thick glass lens. But with a Fresnel lens you need to get your eye position spot on. The pupils of your eye have got to be in the centre of that lens, otherwise it goes blurry. But I can see quite clearly there, it's not bad. You can hear the hydraulics pumping up here. Oh, donkeys. So that's number 1, so that's engine 2 stabilised. We're bringing engine 1 now. It's so good. I just love it. Absolutely love it. And so DCS seems to work better, especially with the hand tracking. I do find the cockpit in DCS quite claustrophobic though, but it's still incredible. Got to get more used to that. This is nice and wide, I like this. So we're being given taxi clearance now. So now we've got them running. I'm going to disengage external power. Engine 2 is stabilised. Let's take off park brake. Oh, we've got no pushback, so hang on to that park brake for a minute. Okay, engine 2 is stabilised, engine 1 stabilised, that's fine. Okay, let's go taxi light. Taxi's on. I think we're all good to go. Park brake off. Let's taxi out. We've been given taxi clearance. Look at that. So there's a little bit of jittering, but I think that could be because of my CPU more than anything else. I've got an i7, which was good at the time, but as these things get better and better, you need faster and faster processing power. Very quiet here today at London Stansted. VR is definitely the way to go for full immersion, definitely. There we go. We'll just hold short here while we prep ourselves ready and wait for clearance. Clearance, Clarence. It's an old joke. Okay, so let's get our nose light to take off. The landing lights on. See, they are a bit awkward to switch with these controls. Keep going backwards. Come on. That's it. So all our landing lights are on. Take our APU bleed off. Should have done that a while ago. All set. Right. Flaps on. Speed brakes armed. All good. I think we're all clear. Been given the all clear. Park brake off. Go. Just check, no one coming in, no one going out. Surprising how easy the A320 takes off. Hear that squeaking? That's my my flight yoke. Needs a bit of grease on there, right? But you can just see that depth of field. See that 22 below you is amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, last minute check. Flaps in there, spoilers set. That's all set. What I will set is my flight director. Flight director's on. We're going to go with auto throttle when we take off and autopilot. Our course is all in, set in. Lovely. I think we're all good. Oh, see, I've just dropped the controller, which is a pain. Okay. Park brake off, hold the brakes on, bring engines up to 80%. Holding steady, release brake, here we go. I'll watch that rudder a bit because I have got a finicky rudder. You can see I've come right off the line there. That's what I think is squeaking on my yoke, because I use the yoke for my rudder, the twist grip on there. There's V1. Almost takes itself off this thing. Right, there it goes. Right, up. The throttle back. We'll go with auto throttle. Autopilot on. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. They're all set. Lovely. It's a bit of a low bank there, but there we go. Let's bring that gear up. Oh my god, that looks awesome. That does look awesome. While we're not climbing, here we go. Start to climb now. That is a low level turn, I tell you. 500 feet that turn. Should be a minimum of 1,000. But there you go. That's the cockpit all there. Got some features. Should have a zoom feature. Yeah, oh there it is. That's our zoom feature, so we can zoom in for a bit more clarity. Turn that APU off now. Wants us to go up to 8,000 feet. Let's take that up to 8,000 feet. Oh, that's saying 100 feet now. See, that's not that great. 1,000. 11,000. See, this is where the virtual button box will come in handy. Bring that down. 8,000 feet as well. So last look around the cockpit before I leave you. There's the overhead autopilot panel, primary displays, center console. Let's bring those flaps up, and out the window. Hello, look at that. Hello. You should be able to adjust your position with your cursor keys. There we go. So, see out. Look at that. That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. I'd like to give a big thank you to all those that have subscribed out there, and thank you all for watching. And don't forget to give me some feedback, give me some comments on what you want to see in future videos and how you thought this video went as well. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you next time on TOGAtech.